Welcome back, wrestling fans. Tonight, we're stepping into the ring not for competition, but for a heartfelt tribute. In recent years, we've bid farewell to some legendary figures, icons who poured their heart and soul into the sport, creating moments we'll never forget. Together, we'll celebrate their unforgettable matches and the incredible mark they left on the wrestling world. Plus, stay tuned for shocking and emotional news about Ric Flair that no fan will want to miss. Let's honor these legends together. Steve Bradley, born on October 28, 1973, in Worcester, Massachusetts, was a talented professional wrestler known for his athleticism and potential. He began his wrestling career in the early 1990s, training under renowned instructors and quickly making a name for himself in the independent wrestling scene. Competing in promotions such as the International Wrestling Federation, IWF, and Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, Bradley gained recognition for his technical skills and in-ring ability. His talent soon caught the attention of major wrestling organizations, leading to a developmental contract with WWE, then WWF, in 1998. Bradley trained in WWE's developmental territories, including Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW, where he honed his craft alongside future wrestling stars. Despite his potential, he never fully transitioned to WWE's main roster, but remained respected within the industry for his work ethic and skill. While Bradley was considered a rising star, his career was plagued by personal challenges. He struggled with substance abuse, a common issue in professional wrestling, due to the physical and mental demands of the business. These battles, along with the unpredictable nature of the industry, hindered his ascent to mainstream success. Tragically, on August 23, 2008, Steve Bradley passed away at the age of 34 from a drug overdose, a heartbreaking end to a promising career. His passing deeply affected his family, friends, and colleagues, serving as a stark reminder of the struggles many wrestlers face behind the scenes. Though he never reached the superstardom many had envisioned, Bradley's dedication and skill left an impression on those who knew him. His story remains both a cautionary tale and a tribute, shedding light on the toll of professional wrestling and the importance of supporting performers beyond the ring. Darren Drozdov, born on April 7, 1969, was a professional wrestler and former athlete best known for his time in World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1990s. A natural athlete, Droz played college football as a defensive lineman at the University of Maryland before briefly joining the NFL with the New York Jets. His athletic background helped him transition into the world of professional wrestling, where he quickly gained recognition for his unique persona and in-ring versatility. Droz made his WWF debut in 1998, standing out with his tough, gritty persona and memorable gimmick. He became known for his ability to vomit on command, which led to his infamous puke character, a persona that fit well within the edgy attitude era. Beyond this unusual trait, Droz showcased potential as a wrestler, adapting to various roles and working alongside established stars. His charisma and willingness to embrace unconventional elements made him a unique figure in the company. Unfortunately, his promising career was cut short in 1999 when he suffered a severe neck injury during a match against D'Lo Brown, leaving him paralyzed from the waist down. Despite this devastating setback, Droz remained deeply involved in the wrestling industry. He worked behind the scenes and openly shared his story of resilience, becoming a source of inspiration to both fans and fellow wrestlers. His positive outlook and determination to move forward in life resonated with many, proving that his spirit extended far beyond the ring. Droz's legacy is one of perseverance, strength, and passion for wrestling. His contributions, both in and out of the ring, continue to be remembered fondly by fans, peers, and the wrestling community as a whole. Nelson Frazier Jr., born on February 14, 1971, in Memphis, Tennessee, was a towering and charismatic figure in professional wrestling, best known for his personas Mabel, Viscera, and Big Daddy V. His career spanned multiple decades, showcasing his versatility and ability to adapt to different eras of wrestling. Frazier first gained recognition in the early 1990s as Mabel in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. As part of the tag team Men on a Mission, alongside Mo and managed by Oscar, Mabel brought a hip-hop-inspired energy to WWF. The team found success, winning the WWF Tag Team Championship in 1994. His career reached new heights in 1995 when he won the King of the Ring tournament, transforming into King Mabel. This new persona established him as a dominant heel and led to a high-profile feud with Diesel for the WWF Championship. After a brief hiatus, Frazier returned in 1999 as Viscera, aligning himself with The Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness. With a menacing look and immense power, Viscera became an enforcer in one of WWE's most infamous factions, playing a key role in the Attitude Era's dark and dramatic storylines. In the mid-2000s, he reinvented himself once again as Big Daddy V, competing on WWE's ECW brand. With a new, intimidating appearance and managed by Matt Striker, Big Daddy V feuded with top stars like CM Punk and Kane, further cementing his legacy as a formidable competitor. Sadly, Nelson Frazier Jr. passed away on February 18, 2014, due to a heart attack. His contributions to wrestling remain unforgettable, as each of his personas left a lasting mark on the industry. Whether as Mabel, Viscera, or Big Daddy V, he entertained fans worldwide and remains a respected figure in wrestling history. Rockin' Rebel, born Charles Williams on January 13, 1966, was an American professional wrestler known for his energetic persona and contributions to the U.S. independent wrestling scene. He trained under the legendary Rock and Roll Express duo, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, before making his debut in December 1988. His hard-hitting style and charisma helped him gain traction in various promotions, including Eastern Championship Wrestling, ECW, Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW, and Atomic Championship Wrestling. Early in his career, Rebel competed in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1989, where he faced established stars like the Honky Tonk Man and Brutus Beefcake. In 1990, he joined the Philadelphia-based Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, TWA, where he became the first-ever Tri-State champion. His time in TWA saw him engage in fierce rivalries with the Sandman, DC Drake, and CN Red. Rebel also formed a tag team called the Confederacy, alongside Jimmy Jannetty, battling teams like the Super Destroyers and the Blackhearts. However, TWA abruptly closed in 1991, marking a turning point in his career. Rebel later returned to the renamed Eastern Championship Wrestling, ECW, in early 1993, appearing at the inaugural Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular. He remained active in the independent circuit for decades, wrestling in various promotions and helping to train up-and-coming talent. Despite his success in wrestling, Williams faced personal struggles that ultimately overshadowed his career. On June 1, 2018, he passed away at his home in West Chester, Pennsylvania, at the age of 52. His life and career remain a complex reminder of both the highs of professional wrestling and the challenges that many wrestlers face outside the ring. Mark Rocco, born on May 11, 1951, was a celebrated British professional wrestler whose career spanned decades, leaving a lasting impact on the sport. Known for his technical skill and innovative high-flying style, he was a key figure in British wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s, helping shape the evolution of the industry. Rocco began his wrestling journey at a young age, quickly making a name for himself in the British wrestling scene. He became a fixture on the World of Sport Wrestling program, where his electrifying performances captivated national television audiences. His unique wrestling style combined traditional British techniques with fast-paced, hard-hitting elements inspired by American and Japanese wrestling, setting him apart from his contemporaries. Throughout his career, Rocco held numerous championships, including the prestigious British Heavyweight Championship. His success extended beyond the UK as he competed internationally, particularly in Japan, where he wrestled for New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW. Wrestling under the masked persona of Black Tiger, he engaged in fierce rivalries with top stars, further solidifying his reputation as a world-class competitor. Rocco's matches were renowned for their intensity, storytelling, and athleticism. He faced some of the greatest wrestlers of his time, delivering memorable bouts that are still celebrated today. His contributions to the industry influenced countless wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. After retiring, Rocco remained active in the wrestling world as a trainer and promoter, mentoring future generations of wrestlers. His dedication to the sport ensured his influence would endure long after his in-ring career ended. Mark Rocco passed away at the age of 69, leaving behind a rich legacy. His contributions to British and international wrestling continue to be honored, cementing his place in wrestling history. Terry Funk, born Terrence Funk on June 30, 1944, in Hammond, Indiana, was a legendary professional wrestler whose career spanned over 5 decades. He passed away at the age of 79, leaving behind an unmatched legacy in the wrestling world. Known for his toughness, versatility, and pioneering contributions to hardcore wrestling, Funk remains one of the most influential figures in the industry. Growing up in a wrestling family, Funk followed in the footsteps of his father, Dory Funk Sr., a respected wrestler and promoter, and his brother, Dory Funk Jr., a fellow wrestling legend. He began his career in 1965 in his father's promotion and quickly gained recognition for his technical ability and resilience. In 1975, he reached the pinnacle of success by defeating Jack Briscoe to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, proving his ability to excel in technical, brawling, and high-flying styles. During the 1980s and 1990s, Funk redefined his career by becoming a pioneer of hardcore wrestling. His wild and brutal matches, often involving weapons, fire, and extreme stunts, gained him worldwide fame. Competing in promotions like All Japan Pro Wrestling, ECW, WCW, and WWF, he helped popularize the hardcore style and inspired a new generation of wrestlers. His intense rivalries, particularly with Ric Flair and his contributions to ECW's rise, remain some of wrestling's most memorable moments. Outside the ring, Funk's cowboy persona and natural charisma endeared him to fans. He also appeared in Hollywood films such as Roadhouse and Over the Top, further expanding his cultural influence. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009, Funk's passion and contributions left an enduring mark on professional wrestling, ensuring his legacy for generations to come. John Kronus was an American professional wrestler, best known for his contributions to tag team wrestling, particularly as one half of the Eliminators alongside Perry Saturn. Born on January 13, 1969, in Everett, Massachusetts, Kronus developed a passion for wrestling early on and made his professional debut in the early 1990s. His combination of agility and power made him a standout performer in the ring. Kronus gained widespread recognition in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where the Eliminators became one of the most dominant and innovative tag teams of the era. Known for their hard-hitting, high-flying offense, they thrilled audiences with their fast-paced, brutal style. Their signature move, total elimination, was one of the most devastating finishing maneuvers in tag team wrestling history. The Eliminators won multiple ECW Tag Team Championships, cementing their place as one of the promotion's top teams. Following Saturn's departure to WCW, Kronus continued his ECW career as a singles competitor and later joined forces with New Jack as part of the Gangstanators. Though his singles success never quite matched his tag team dominance, he remained a fan favorite for his unique blend of athleticism and power. Beyond ECW, Kronus wrestled in various independent promotions, showcasing his skills in different wrestling circuits. However, his career was hampered by personal struggles and health issues, ultimately preventing him from reaching his full potential on a larger stage. Tragically, John Kronus passed away at the young age of 38. Despite his untimely death, his impact on hardcore and tag team wrestling remains significant. His explosive in-ring style and memorable moments continue to be celebrated by fans, ensuring that his legacy in professional wrestling endures. Ric Flair, whose real name is Richard Morgan Flyer, is without a doubt one of the most influential and celebrated figures in the history of professional wrestling. Often referred to as the Nature Boy, Flair's larger-than-life persona, unforgettable catchphrase, and unparalleled in-ring abilities have solidified his place as the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Over the course of his 5-decade career, Flair has redefined the essence of professional wrestling, inspiring countless wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. However, his journey has not been without its share of personal struggles. In this article, we will explore Flair's legendary career, delve into the health challenges he has faced in recent years, and address some of the rumors circulating about his well-being. The rise of Ric Flair, a wrestling icon. Ric Flair's career began in the early 1970s, marking the start of what would become one of the most illustrious and impactful careers in wrestling history. Flair's natural athleticism, combined with his distinct style, made him an immediate standout in the world of professional wrestling. With his charismatic interviews, flamboyant personality, and extravagant robes, Flair became an unforgettable figure. His signature "woo" chant and over-the-top behavior quickly made him one of wrestling's most entertaining performers. He was not just a great wrestler, he was an experience, a larger-than-life character who captured the imagination of fans. Flair's initial success came under the mentorship of Verne Gagne in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, before moving to Jim Crockett Promotions, JGCP, which would later become part of World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Throughout the years, Flair became synonymous with greatness in the ring. His matches were not only physical battles but emotional roller coasters, with Flair often painting vivid stories with his body language, facial expressions, and ability to connect with the audience. But it wasn't just Flair's in-ring work that made him iconic. It was the feuds, rivalries, and matches that defined his career. Some of his most legendary bouts came against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Dusty Rhodes, Sting, and Terry Funk. Each of these rivalries helped solidify Flair's place in wrestling history. The Flair vs. Steamboat series in the late 1980s is often cited as one of the greatest feuds in wrestling history, with their matches regarded as masterpieces of the craft. Flair's championship achievements are the stuff of legend. 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, 2-time WWE Hall of Famer, and countless regional titles made him one of the most decorated wrestlers in history. But perhaps more important than the titles was Flair's ability to elevate those around him. Whether it was helping to build new stars, or bringing out the best in his opponents, Flair had an innate ability to make others look good while maintaining his own aura of greatness. As his career progressed, Flair became synonymous with the idea of the Nature Boy, a symbol of extravagance, luxury, and the epitome of what it meant to live a larger-than-life existence. His persona was built on excess, gold robes, diamonds, flashy cars, and a lifestyle of indulgence. His iconic catchphrase, "To be the man, you gotta beat the man," encapsulated everything Flair stood for. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a cultural icon. The Nature Boy's health struggles. Battling adversity. Despite his success in the ring, Ric Flair's life outside of wrestling has been marred by numerous personal struggles. Flair's charisma and larger-than-life persona were, in many ways, a reflection of his real-life attitude. A man who lived hard, played hard, and embraced every moment with passion. However, this lifestyle also came with a heavy price. In 2017, Flair's health began to seriously deteriorate. He underwent a life-threatening surgery to remove an obstructive piece of his bowel. The procedure followed a series of health complications, including kidney failure. The situation was so dire that doctors placed Flair on life support for 2 weeks and in intensive care for nearly a month. Initially, doctors gave him only a 15% chance of survival, underscoring the gravity of the situation. His life had been hanging in the balance, and fans around the world watched with concern as Flair fought for his life. His health scare prompted an outpouring of love and support from the wrestling community, as fans hoped and prayed for the recovery of the man who had given them so many unforgettable memories. Flair's resilience was on full display during this time, as he made an incredible recovery. However, the road to recovery was not without its challenges. After his surgery, Flair faced a string of other health issues. In 2018, Flair underwent 4 heart surgeries, with doctors diagnosing him with alcoholic cardiomyopathy, a condition in which the heart muscle becomes weakened due to prolonged alcohol abuse. The severity of the condition required Flair to have a pacemaker implanted to help regulate his heart rhythm. It was a difficult and painful journey for the wrestling icon, and it left him facing a reality that was drastically different from his once invincible persona. But even in the face of severe health challenges, Flair's determination remained unwavering. He dedicated himself to managing his health and worked tirelessly to regain his strength. It was clear that the passion he had for life and for the sport that made him famous was still alive and well. Ric Flair's last match, the ultimate test of his willpower. In 2022, Ric Flair made a shocking return to the wrestling ring in what was billed as his last match. After undergoing several surgeries and battling his health issues, Flair decided to make a grand exit from wrestling, on his own terms. For months, he trained for what he hoped would be a fitting final performance. Despite his age and medical history, Flair was determined to go out on top, leaving his fans with one final memory of his greatness. Flair's training for the match was intense, with him working to get into the best shape possible given his medical limitations. Many fans had mixed feelings about his return. While some were excited to see the Nature Boy back in action, others were concerned about his health, given his recent surgeries. Yet, Flair remained determined to prove that he could still go in the ring, even if it meant battling through significant pain and physical challenges. The match, which took place at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium in July 2022, was a highly emotional affair. Flair teamed up with his son-in-law, Andrade El Idolo, and his longtime friend, Jay Lethal, to take on Jeff Jarrett, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Marco Stunt. The match was a back-and-forth affair, with Flair taking bumps and executing his signature moves, despite his health concerns. However, during the match, Flair suffered what was later revealed to be a heart attack. He continued to wrestle through the pain and completed the match, but his health took a further downturn in the months that followed. In an emotional interview, Flair revealed that he had suffered the heart attack during the match and didn't realize the severity of the situation until he underwent additional medical evaluations. The revelation was shocking, especially given the emotional weight of the match for fans. It underscored the sheer determination of Flair. He had not only returned to the ring despite his health issues, but he had fought through a serious medical crisis to deliver one final performance for the fans who had supported him throughout his career. Addressing the rumors, Ric Flair's health today. In recent months, rumors have circulated about Ric Flair's health. Some speculations suggest that Flair might be facing even more severe health challenges, while others believe that his retirement may soon become permanent. Given Flair's prior battles with his health, these rumors have caused concern among his loyal fan base. However, it is important to approach these rumors with caution. Flair himself has been transparent about his health struggles, and while he is not as active in the ring as he once was, he remains a central figure in the wrestling world. He continues to engage with fans through interviews and public appearances, and he has expressed his commitment to living a healthier lifestyle moving forward. His doctors closely monitor his health, and he has focused on his recovery, acknowledging the importance of making lifestyle changes to maintain his well-being. Ric Flair's resilience and strength have been tested over the years, but his love for wrestling and his ability to inspire others remains unwavering. Although he is not wrestling as regularly as he once did, Flair's spirit and presence continue to have a profound impact on the wrestling industry. In interviews, Flair has expressed that he is focused on living a fulfilling life, whether that means staying active in the wrestling community, spending time with his loved ones, or engaging in other business ventures. Conclusion: the legacy of Ric Flair. Ric Flair's career is defined by triumphs, challenges, and an enduring legacy that transcends wrestling. As the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, 2-time Hall of Famer, and a pioneer of the wrestling business, Flair's influence extends beyond the ring. His unforgettable feuds, iconic matches, and unique character have made him a cultural icon whose impact continues to be felt today. Though his health struggles have been well documented in recent years, Ric Flair's determination to live a healthy and fulfilling life proves that his legacy is far from over. As he continues to navigate his personal health challenges, fans around the world rally behind him, eager to support a true legend who has given them so much over the years. The Nature Boy may not be the same physical specimen he once was, but his spirit, his passion for the business, and his indomitable willpower will forever be a part of the fabric of professional wrestling. Whether in the ring or on the sidelines, Ric Flair's legacy is secure, and he will always be remembered as one of the greatest to ever do it.